Saki came out today and talked about the supply chain issues. We've all known it's a really big deal. If you've gone online and tried to order anything, most likely you've had a delay. If you try to order an appliance, you know it's next to impossible. If you are trying to buy a car, you know that that's obviously near impossible. And if you're trying to buy a used car, you're basically paying a new car price. Supply chain is a really big deal. And the problem is it's being done to us on purpose. If you have looked at any of the maps on the internet about where the ships are, then you know that the backlog for ships being docked and unloaded is insane. Now, in the past, if you have any docked ships that have not been unloaded, that is a major red flag that there's something going on. In the past, also, if you go into the any of the ports, whether that's Seattle or Los Angeles or any of the other places, it would typically be one, maybe two, and if it got past that, then I mean, all hell would break loose. I mean, really, it was done efficiently. You'd work around the clock, or the shifts would be done not 12 hours, but 18 hour, even sometimes 24-hour shifts. And it just was a well-oiled machine. Something has happened in the last couple years. Enter COVID, and they use this as a way to shut down the ports. They use this as a way to hurt the American system and to really hurt the supply chain. They're doing this to really intentionally hurt the American economy. They did this, honestly, to hurt Trump. Whether you like him or not, I didn't really care for him all that much, and we've talked about that, how I wasn't the biggest Trump fan, and that's okay. You don't have to like him. That's not the purpose of this video. But the one of the most robust economies by any stretch in the imagination, and we can discuss. Why do I have this on? I do that when I'm gaming. I have that on so I don't have a whole lot of popping and stuff when and I can just rest on there. Anyways. The truth of the matter is these guys, these progressives, these people that are trying to hurt the economy have built up a system where, because of their beliefs, their progressive ideals, their Marxist tendencies, they needed to put the economy in a level where they could also be the great white hope, the rescuers, the people that could come in and save everything. But not without more taxes, not without, of course, making sure that the billionaires needed to pay a price. They can't do that without the Build Back Better plan. The only way that they can have the Build Back Better plan is if they pass the $1 trillion progressive plans. The only way that they can do that is if they have their agendas. Well, they've had a really hard time pushing this agenda because they did not foresee a couple of their own senators getting in the way. So it's kind of put a kink in their agenda. They didn't really expect that those two would be in their way. And now all of a sudden they've kind of been panicking. And now, because they thought that they were going to be able to get their supply chain back up and running. Now all of a sudden they're like, stuffings. They thought that they would be able to get the supply chain up and running. And now they're panicking a lot. And now they have to come out and say, well, we have to get this back up and running. Here's the thing. I think that they thought that their $1 trillion plan was going to be passed right now their Build Back Better plan, they were going to announce everything. And then right now, their tax programs and all this kind of stuff, their infrastructure plan was going to be wonderful. And then right now they'd be rolling out this particular plan. But they didn't get that let that happen. They were going to be helping out the poor people of America. So what now? They have to get things moving again because they killed the economy to hurt Trump, to get him out of office. That fly in the ointment, Orange Man bad, is gone. And now they have to face the music. 2022 is coming. This big red wave supposedly is coming. And now all of a sudden they have to oh crap, we have to get the economy running. Otherwise we're going to be really facing some of the music. Jen Psaki had this to say, and I want to talk a little bit about it, but I want you to hear what she had to say because we need to talk a little bit about this as well.
All right, just a few items at the top, and I have a bit of a hard out shortly after 2. I'll be upstairs for people with follow-up questions, but we'll try to get to as many as possible. So I just wanted to recap just a few of the announcements made today on supply chains. It's a huge announcement, so I wanted to make sure everybody was following it very closely. Thanks to the President's executive order in February, the launch of the Supply Chain Disruptions Task Force in June, and the appointment of a dedicated port envoy in August, public and private sector leaders took another important step in coming together today to speed up the shipment of goods throughout the country by moving towards 24/7 operations. Today, the Port of Los Angeles is expanding to 24/7 operations, which means it has nearly doubled the hours that cargo will be able to move out of its docks.
All right, I want to stop right there real quick. It's nearly doubled. Well, guess what? They were always, prior to COVID, they were always at an 18 to 24 hour timeline. So they're not doing anything great. They're just going back to what they were. Congratulations, White House. You didn't do anything. What did you do? You put it back to normal? Ooh, good job. Good job, assholes. You just created a task force for what? Getting the supply chain back to normal? You did a whole press release to do nothing. And all you're doing, if we listen to the rest of this, is creating a pipeline to bigger companies and a payout to who? This is important. Listen to this.
Follows the same commitment from the Port of Long Beach a few weeks ago. The International Longshore and Warehouse Union has announced its members will work those extra shifts, adding needed capacity to clear existing backlogs. Large companies are announcing they will use those expanded hours to move more cargo off the docks so ships can come to shore faster. Walmart, UPS, FedEx, Samsung, Home Depot, and Target are using more off-peak and nighttime hours to increase throughput. These commitments
large major corporations, the same major corporations that were benefited through all of COVID, the companies that weren't shut down through COVID and the shutdowns are now getting benefited because of this administration and their cronyism. This fascistic, same bullcrap that we were all shut down. We all had to hide away in our houses because of this big scary bug. Nobody's allowed to open up their businesses except for who? Walmart and Target and Amazon. Everybody go flock to their websites. Everybody go pile in and as many people can cram into Target, but you can't cram into mom and pop shop. You can't buy online in their places, but you can go to buy online at Amazon. You can go cram into Target. And guess who's getting the benefit of this new deal? Build Back Better. Let's build back better. And you're going to feel good about it. Don't you feel great? This is just wonderful. Yeah, this is not good. These cronists, this is communism. This is fascism. This is what this looks like. This is not good. And for all of you liberals that screamed and screamed and screamed about how Republicans are so bad because all they do is work with their crony capitalists, this is what you said you hated. This is it. This is the same bullcrap. So I don't want to hear it anymore. Because guess what? I was screaming about the same thing at the same time. And you guys are just as bad, if not worse. This is terrible. This is evil, pure and simple. Because you're just killing the little guy. You're killing all the mom and pop shops. This is not capitalism. This is crony corporatism. And it is evil. Plain and simple. We got to get this. We got to stop it. And guess what? I don't know if Trump's the right guy to get this to stop, because I don't know. I don't see that this is going to end with him. I don't see that this is going to end with any other candidate. So I don't know what the right answers are. I'm just saying that this crap has got to stop. Mandates aren't the right way to stop either. Hey guys, we've got some other things to talk about, because OSHA has written up something, and looks like it's getting ready to be sent up to Biden's desk for review. We're going to be talking a little bit more about that, hopefully by the end of the day. Looking into that. I've had people sending me messages. I don't know if it's true or what's true. That's the way rumors are. So I've got to track more of that down and all that kind of stuff. There's also more about some leaked stuff that came out of about the border. There's always stuff about the border, but upwards of 160,000 people just flooding the border. That's kind of scary. What are your thoughts on that? Let me know in comments. All kinds of crap. What else are we missing? Let me know. Hey, if you wouldn't mind supporting me in any way, shape, or form, you know how to do it. Go to my Facebook, become a supporter. There's a supporter group. There's also a discussion group you can be a part of. Really appreciate it. You can go to my website, paulprocess.com. There's an about page. There's all kinds of ways you can support me if you're into the cryptocurrency. I'd love for you to throw me some support that way, either through BTC, ETH, or if there's any other cryptocurrency that you'd like to throw me some. Just hit me up, and I'd love to open up my wallet. Of course, you know what that's all about. So just I'm trying to make this a full-time career there. So, yeah. So any kind of the support, there's also monthly, one-time supports and yearly supports on my website that you can help me out with. So, you know how that's all about. So, yeah. Thanks for dropping by. Make sure you're subscribing on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and appreciate all of you guys. And go to Getter. Go to Getter. My name is Paul Process. At Paul Process everywhere. You guys have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye.